Well, hello, friends. Good afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm getting ready to go live here inside my community to teach you Go High Level. I'm also streaming on YouTube at Ace Digital Pro. So if you would like to follow me over there, you can follow me over there. And we're going to be talking about high level today. If you don't know about high level is the ultimate business marketing platform. And I'll go ahead and share my YouTube channel here so you can follow me. I am going to share my screen here, share my link, in the YouTube, in the Facebook channel here. So, finished up an earlier session, and I'm about to go live here and do another session. So, there's my YouTube channel right there. And then if you would like to follow me on let's see. If you'd like to follow me inside the community, then you can go to successwithwayne.com and you can.
This is a reminder. Get on high level coaching.
See, there's my reminder. It's time to get on high level coaching.
This is a reminder. Get on high level coaching.
So this session is a paid session.
This is a reminder. Get on high level coaching and training workshop.
But sometimes but sometimes I go live and I share with you what I'm doing.
Reminder. Get on high level coaching and training workshop.
So this could be a little freebie for you. So I'm going to share my screens here, or get my screens organized so I can see what's going on out there in the streaming land. So let me get this all set up here. And I'll drop the links in the chat. And that way, if you're not part of the community yet, you can go watch live on YouTube. There's my assistant telling me what to do. My assistant tells me every day what to do. I've got AC/DC playing on my big screen TV over there, getting ready for tonight for the AC/DC concert in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great time. All right, there is my stream. And let's go check the stream, make sure I've got audio coming through. Let's go over to this window here. And I'll check my YouTube stream and make sure I've got audio coming through. Hate to get all the way through a session. Let's go. There we go. We got audio coming through. We are good to go. Now I just need to go live inside my community. So let me get that going here. So this is the community right here. And you can get to that community by going to community.goriseiq.com. That's R-I-Z-E, not the traditional spelling. And there we are inside the community. And then this is a paid program, so I'm going to go live right here inside the community. So let me go ahead and add a thumbnail here. And we'll add, let's see, where's my thumbnail? We'll go over here and we'll add this thumbnail here. And then I'll say, come learn high level with me. Just like that. And it is time to go live. So I will go live right inside the meeting room here. Okay, so one of the cool things about High Level is if you want to create your own communities and teach people whatever you do, then you can also do that. So I am live inside the community, and let me see if I can get my camera working here.
This is a reminder. Drink tea.
Oh, time to drink tea. No, I can't get my camera working because I have too many video devices capturing what's going on. So let me start with a little overview. I am a professional photo and video guy. I've been doing photography for over 20 years. Started with film back in the day. Here's my old film camera right here. Okay, it's still got a roll of film in it. Right there, look at that. Roll of film. And it still works. I could take it to the AC/DC concert tonight and take pictures with it. Of course, I couldn't post those pictures that easily because it's not digital. So I'll be taking pictures with my phone like everyone else. And then I got into video, and I've got my master's in documentary film editing. Now, sadly, not as many people hire a professional anymore because everyone's got a cell phone and everyone's got AI. And I decided about a year or so ago to get into High Level for my business mainly because it's a great marketing tool. So I started playing around with it to get into using it for my own business. And like many other people, I realized that, hey, this is a great business. So I decided to launch my own agency. And my agency is called Go Rise IQ. So if you go to goriseiq.com, GORIZE, then you can see my website there. And I'll go ahead and paste this into the chat so you can click on that and go check it out. And let me find my other window. There it is there. So you can go to goriseiq.com and sign up for a 14-day free trial. And right now, you can get full-blown, high level from me for the low monthly price of $97. Now that's a value of $297 plus. But for a limited time, I'm offering a $97 subscription. And if you get in now, you'll be able to lock that price in. But the prices are going up because I'm adding more value. I am adding as much value as possible to my community. And I'm about to ramp it up. So if you'd like to get in now at the current price, then I highly recommend you go to GoRiseIQ.com and sign up right now, because it won't be long till the price goes up. And if you get the yearly option, you're going to get 2 months for free. So the yearly option is $970. And I tell you what, this will be the best investment you ever made to your business, because you can host websites, you can implement AI bots, you can set up funnels, you can set up as many funnels and as many websites as you want. You can set up stores. So I have a store right here on my website where you can go purchase products from me, purchase training from me, purchase done-for-you services from me, purchase different classes that I'm coming out with. So if you want to create a store for anything that you want to sell, you can do that right inside High Level. Hook up your Stripe, hook up any of your other merchant accounts, and start selling. I can have you selling today, just like that, no problem. So if you want to start a little side hustle, and you want to start selling your arts and crafts or your books or your coaching services, no problem. You can do that in a snap, because we've got AI built in to the system here. And I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that I'm doing with AI. So let me just make sure. I think I started my stream. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm recording this. Good. Okay. So let's jump right into it, shall we? So I'm going to go over to this browser here. And I'm going to, nope, that's the wrong browser. Let's go over to this browser here. And I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to bring it on over into the screen. Come on. You can do it. I'm using a lot of power here, so it's a little bit slower. Okay, here we go. And let me share my screen. I forgot to share my screen inside the community. So let me share my screen inside the community. There we go. Now we're sharing the screen. Okay, so I am logged in to my high-res, not my high-res. I am logged in to my high-level account. And I clicked on the first tab right here at the top. It says Ask AI. Now, this is basically like having Claude, like a Claude or a ChatGPT. So behind the scenes, they're actually using the Claude API to talk to Claude. So if you're a programmer, you don't have to go to a website and use Claude or ChatGPT or Grok. They all have what's called APIs. And APIs stands for Application Programming Interface. So as a programmer, you can tap in to whatever program has an API, and you can talk to it and tell it to do things. So you can create your own interface in your program that talks to the LLM engines. Now, I'm very familiar with APIs because I used to work for Autodesk, and I used to program AutoCAD. AutoCAD's an industry standard graphic design program for engineers and 3D modelers. And I used to write code for AutoCAD. And we had an API. And our API allowed programmers to code AutoCAD and make it do things. And then we would allow them to create a custom AutoCAD. And they could put their own brand on it, just like White Label does, or just like High Level does. High Level has a white label program where you can customize the High Level program to be your own. I can turn on and off features. I can put my own branding on it. I can call it whatever I want. I don't have to tell people it's High Level. I can say, this is my program. I created it. But I don't do that. I do brand it, and I add massive amounts of value to my version of High Level. But I tell people it's High Level because High Level is such a great company and they've got such a great reputation that I want to stand on top of that. And I want to say, yeah, I use High Level, but I also add on top of High Level. And what do I add on top of it? I add on top of High Level my years of experience as a business owner, as a programmer, as a visionary, as a creative. And I mentor and coach people on how to use High Level to make money. So if you want to make money, then you're in the right place. So I may even come out with some add-on apps for High Level because there's a huge marketplace for selling apps that sit on top of High Level. For instance, let me show you one. So I'm going to go down here into AI Studio. This is the new AI Vibe Coder inside of High Level. Now, you may or may not heard of Lovable. So let's go to Lovable.ai, I believe. Nope. Let me just do a search for Lovable. Maybe it's lovable.com. I don't really know because I don't go there. Lovable. There it is. Lovable.dev, of course. So basically with Lovable, you can create apps. You can create websites. You can create all kinds of stuff. I've never personally used Lovable because I like coding with Claude. But, you know, a lot of newbie developers like using Lovable because it's real easy to use. They give you a little chat window here, and you can type whatever you want, and it'll program your app. And then you can host your app on the web for people to use. But we're not going to use Lovable today. We're going to use AI Studio. And AI Studio is inside of High Level. High Level built a Lovable-like product inside of High Level, and it allows you to build websites, to build programs, to build apps. Whatever your mind can imagine, you can build with AI Studio. I get my AIs mixed up. So, in fact, the Rise IQ website was built with AI Studio. So if you go here inside of my project, you'll see my website. And if I want to make a modification to it, I can. No problem. I just ask AI right down here. I just give AI a new command and it'll go modify my website. Okay, it's that simple. So let me go back to my projects and I'll show you some more projects. So let's say you wanted to create a business card app like I did. So you may have heard of things like Linktree, right? So here's a website called Linktree. And you can create a little mini website that's good for mobile devices. And you can put all your links on it. Very popular app. I've had a Linktree in the past. I still have one. Okay. So I was at a networking event the other day and someone was showing off their digital business card. And they said, oh, you got to check this out, right? This is a great app. This is a great website. And the whole time I'm thinking, thanks for the idea. I can create one of those myself, right? So that's what I did. I just went into AI Studio. I'm going to turn my AC down. It's a little warm in here. It's only about 100 and something degrees here in Las Vegas where I am. Let me see what the current temp is. 113 degrees. And let's see the full forecast, see what I got in store for me tonight when I go to the AC/DC concert. Oh my God, it's going to be 114. And let's see what the times are going to be on this. Okay. So at 7 p.m., I'll probably be leaving between 5 and 7 because the pre-band starts at 7. So I'm going to be leaving right around the hottest time of the day to go to the Allegiant Stadium. But I'm taking an Uber, so no worries. I'll just jump in the Uber and head on over there. So it's going to be a toasty one. All right. So this is my digital business card. So let me launch it in a browser. So this is my digital business card. And since it's my website, I wrote it with AI. I can put anything I want on this website. So I can put a book a chat button. I put my WhatsApp on there. I put my save contact as a VCF. I have a share profile button. I have a welcome video. I have all my contact data. I have a little carousel that shows all the classes that I do. I have all my social media links. And then I also have this advertisement. So if you want to get a card like this, all you got to do is let me know. Click on this button and send me a message and say, I want a card like that. And I'll create one for you for free. And then I also have this little 14-day free trial button. So you can go click on that and you can get your free trial of Rise IQ. Pretty cool, huh? So why am I giving you a business card for free? Because I'm going to advertise on your business card. So right here, that little block is going to stay there. This little block is going to stay there. But guess what? Your affiliate link is going to be attached to this card. So every time you promote yourself with your digital business card, you're also promoting me. And you're promoting me with your affiliate link. So if anyone purchases and subscribes to Rise IQ, then you're going to get an affiliate commission. How cool is that? So this is just one of the many, many things you can do with High Level or Rise IQ. So let me show you some other stuff that I did. So this is my MRR calculator. So if you don't know what the term MRR means, it means monthly recurring revenue. And just like Jeff Bezos used to be the richest man in the world before Elon Musk, he got rich because he was selling monthly subscriptions to Amazon. How many people have a monthly subscription to Amazon? Me? I do. You do too, right? Because he packed so much value into that Prime membership that you just want to keep it forever. So wouldn't you like to be in the business of having a monthly membership? Well, I sure did. That's why I started my own agency. And you can do the same exact thing. If you would like to start your own agency and become a rep of High Level, then I can coach you and mentor you on that. Because I'm doing it and I'm making monthly recurring revenue. So this calculator right here is an app that I created to calculate my monthly recurring revenue. Now, right now, it doesn't have any data in it, but it will. All I have to do is download all the spreadsheets of all the transactions that take place inside my system that show all the subscriptions and all the prices and all the extra purchases. And then I just upload those with this import SAS data button. And then it will populate all the data tables. It'll bring in all the monthly subscriptions. It'll bring in all my customers. It'll bring in all the usage profits, all the fixed costs, everything. It'll bring it all in. So this is just a cool little app that I built for myself with AI. Let's show you what else I got here. Let's say you want to start a little side business and you want to develop websites for people. Okay, let me show you this website. Where is it? Let's say browse all. This one right here. Okay, this website is a local business, local to me, and the business name is BSSI Virtual Office. So if you go on Google and you do a search, this is the business right here. And this is their current website. And it looks pretty amateur, right? Do you think if I walked into this business and showed them their new website on the phone, that they may want to buy it? Probably so. So what I did was I took their existing website and I stuck it in AI Studio. And I said, create a new version of this website that's modern and clean and very up to date. So it created this website. It pulled all the data off of their current website and created this new website. Now, it's not 100%, ready to go. You'd have to go in there and tweak a few things and, maybe hook up the contact form to send data into the CRM. Maybe, whatever, just tweak it. But virtually, it's a ready to go website. And it's way better than the current one. So you could easily do something like that. You just look around for local businesses in your area that you can walk into. And you say, hey, listen, I was looking at your website and it looked a little dated. And I'm a web designer. And I designed you a new website. Would you like to see it? And they're going to be like, yeah, I'd like to see it. And then you can show it to them on the phone. You can open your laptop, show it to them, whatever, right? And that's just a foot in the door, because you can also offer them other services with your high-level account. You can offer them video testimonials. You can offer them landing pages with offers on them. You can offer them like an email newsletter. You can offer them AI chatbots for their website. You can offer them AI voice assistants that pick up the phone when the receptionist isn't there. Or maybe they're getting, with a new website, they're getting 20 calls at once. Your receptionist is not going to be able to answer 20 calls at once. Someone's going to voicemail. But if you had an AI voice agent answering your phone, then while she's busy or he's busy on the phone, then the AI is taking care of all the other ones. I actually heard a story recently of one of my colleagues in the business, and he does the same thing I do, but he does it in Chicago. And he went to like a networking event, like a BNI or a LATIP or something like that, and he wanted to do a demo of what the system could do for people. So he told everybody at the same time, I want you to call this number and talk to my AI. So all 20 people in the room were calling that number and talking to his AI at the same time, leaving messages, booking appointments, doing whatever they want to do with the AI. And then he said, now what if that was your business? That was his demo. Right there. That was the whole demo. Right? So, High Level does so many things. And every week they're adding more and more and more features. Like they just added a new video conferencing tool, which I'm using right now inside my community. Now, nobody's inside my community right now, but I could have 20, 30, 50, 100 people inside my community on a video call with me. So I don't need to buy Zoom. And the data's mine. It's no one else's. Do you know that when you use Zoom, it's probably going to China, your data? Because a Chinese company, Zoom is a Chinese-owned company. Okay? Do you want to give all your private conversations and company IP to China? No, you don't. You don't want to give it to anyone. You don't want to give it to Facebook. You don't want to give it to Microsoft. So what if you could have your own personal video conferencing room where you can meet and have all your data secured under your own property? Because everything you do in High Level is yours. You own it. What about website hosting? I've had my own server for years and years and years, and it's expensive. So my goal by the end of this year is to migrate all my stuff off of my server and run it inside High Level. It's just websites an email. It's no big deal, right? I can do all that inside High Level. So I can cut my cost dramatically with High Level. I can get rid of Calendly. I can get rid of ClickFunnels. I can get rid of website hosting. I can get rid of Zoom. I can get rid of all these other tools that I would typically need in order to run my business. Now, the one thing that you may want to keep is Google Workspace, because Google is like the king of email, right? So if you want to have an industrial strength email service and you don't mind paying Google, then I would go with Google. Because between Google and Microsoft and like Yahoo, those are the big email providers. And if you're concerned about security, then go with Proton, right? They're a security-focused company. Maybe I'll go with Proton. I don't know. But the thing is I can cut that server cost dramatically, okay? I don't really need, a VPS of my own. But I've had my websites on there for so long that I really didn't want to mess anything up, right? So I kept it. And that's what a lot of people do, is they keep these old systems in place because they're just used to it, right? Like Calendly. I know a lot of people that use Calendly and they have High Level. It's like, why? Why are you paying for Calendly? High Level's got a more robust calendar system. Then it's going to be tied into the rest of your stuff, so you can take actions when appointments get booked, when appointments get confirmed or missed, or people show up. You can react to all of that stuff. So you can automate your business. So when this happens, it kicks off a workflow and then certain actions take place. And then when that happens, you can kick off more actions and more workflows. So using Calendly is just silly when you have High Level. So let's go back here and I'll show you another website. So this is a website of one of my clients. And she didn't have a website. And she just had a Facebook page. And I said, well, give me your Facebook page. So I took her Facebook page and I fed it into AI Studio. And I said, hey, create me a website for my client based on all the information that she has on her Facebook. So it created this nice little website, and it pulled photos and videos and all kinds of stuff from her Facebook. So you can literally create anything you want. Let me go back here and see what else I got to show you. So this is a new website I'm building. It's a kind of an app, though. It's not really a website. It's a website and an app all in one. So it's called localbusinessnow.com. Okay? So right now, if you go to localbusinessnow.com, it's just a one-page like landing page. And I didn't even create it with High Level. I just created a basic HTML website. But the idea is that, say you have a local coffee shop and you want to advertise it and you want to get people coming into your local coffee shop, then you can put your directory listing, you can put your shop into the directory to be listed. And then you can also run in-the-moment promos. So like this is an example. Come in and buy one latte and get the second half off. Valid through July 31st, 2025. This is back when I created this website. And I never really did much with it. I started coding it in Claude, but, it was a big project, right? So I didn't finish it in Claude. But then when I got High Level with AI Studio, I was like, man, I can create this website in a snap. No problem. So what I did was I went into AI Studio inside High Level, and I started creating this directory. So let's say I'm looking for something in Vegas where I live. I can put in Vegas, and it gives me this cool little radar map, okay? And I can put the distance in miles away from me, or I can pick an area like the Strip, okay? And then it starts showing me all the different businesses and how far away they are from me. And then it offers the promo deals that the business is offering. So here, Rustic Fork, which is a fake business, I didn't put real businesses in here yet. I can look at their listing, but they're giving a 20% off deal right now. So I can go in here and say view listing, and I can see, well, it didn't go to the right listing, but this is still in development. So basically all these different promos are available. Okay, let's see if this one goes. Yeah, right now it's just going to Joe's Coffee. So I'm still working on the website, but it's no problem. Actually, let's update that, right? So I can tell it that, hey, on the promo page, when I click on view business, it's not bringing up the right business. So I can have it fix that, right? So let's do that. I'm going to talk to my computer, because when you use an AI, it's a lot better to just talk to your computer. So let me get a sip of water. Okay, here we go. On the promotions page, there are business listings with promos, but when I click on the view business, it always goes to Joe's Coffee. Can you fix this so it brings up the appropriate business profile with the current promotion? Okay, I just fed that prompt to AI. Now it's going to go code that feature and fix it. Okay, so it's now in developer mode, and it is analyzing the website, and it's going to go through and it's going to fix everything that I told it to fix. So this is how easy it is to code with AI. Let me spin this around so you can see me. So I used to be a programmer, and I don't have any programming books on my shelf right here handy, but let's just say this book here. Actually, let's grab this book. It's already out. So let's say this book here, Alex Hormozi's $100 million Leads. Take about 5 of those books and stack them up like this, right? That's how big the coding books were. And you had to look through the book and you had to figure out the code to write. And then you go write the code. And then you type something wrong and it breaks. And then you got to go back to the book and be like, how do I do that? Oh, okay, that's how I do that, right? It was a lot of work to write one little line of code. And then as you learn the code, you got faster and faster at it. Well, now we got AI. And AI just codes and codes and codes off of one sentence. Well, I'll show you the code here. The code's crazy, right? So if you were thinking about becoming a web developer and like learning how to code, forget it. Don't even go there, okay? Because now you can put out websites and apps at the speed of thought. You don't even have to think about it. You just dream up your idea, put it into AI, have it create a website, hook up a merchant account, pick a price, and start selling. That easy. And this stuff is changing so rapidly. There's a small window of time for you to make money. So Go to Rise IQ and sign up today. Like, there's no time to lose. I'm telling you, I can give you 100 ideas about how to make money with high level. That's without running an agency, just going out and selling stuff. Sell your own stuff. Sell other people's stuff. You could start a business where you set up stores for people and you help them sell their stuff. Right? Look at Facebook Marketplace. Why do you think Facebook Marketplace is so popular? Because they make it easy for people to sell their stuff. What if you did that? Yeah, you're not going to be as big as Facebook, but maybe you're going to add some added value that Facebook doesn't have. Maybe you go pick up the product and you take pictures of it. Right? There's so many different things you can do to make money with high level. Like, I wish I had been with high level a long time ago. I just found out about it a little over a year ago. A friend of mine invited me to a conference and he said, hey, check this out. And I was like, holy cow. Where has this been? Right? So if you're just hearing about high level, it's been around for like 8 years, I think. And people were successful back then with it. Now it's like 1,000% better. And they're adding new features every single week. Where'd my Facebook go? Poor wireless connection. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, every single week they're adding new features. Like, I don't think I've ever been excited about a product like this. Like, I was excited about photography when I got into it. And now people come to me and they say, oh, I want to be a photographer. Should I be a photographer? Can I intern with you? Can I learn from you? And you know what I tell them? I say, don't do it. Especially not now. Because everyone's a photographer. Everyone's got a camera. Everyone's got a video camera. Everyone's got editing apps. Like, there's nothing special about being a photographer anymore. Now, yeah, there are some people that, you know, do a very specialized type of photography and they still, you know, have a business, but it's not like it was. It's not like it was 20 years ago. Okay? Things change. Just like the music industry. You know, back when Napster was a big thing and everybody was stealing music, downloading music, because they liked the artist. They liked Metallica. Actually, Metallica was just on my screen. You know, and Metallica went crazy, you know, about digital rights and people stealing their music, which was true, right? But man, don't fight against technology. The whole world is changing. Like, cars are going to be driving around by themselves. They already are, right? You're going to be able to take a trip to the moon and back. You're going to have robots running around your house, cooking your dinner, folding your clothes. Like, the world is changing. You can't sit here and be like, I don't like AI. That's what I see. I see people that go, I don't like AI. It's taking over the world. It's going to kill us. Really? Come on now. It's like a calculator, okay? Remember back in the old days when they said you can't bring a calculator to math class with you, right? Because you're cheating. Well, it's just like a calculator. It's just a different kind of calculator. If you take a calculator and you just mash all the buttons at once, then it's going to come up with a number. But who knows what that number means, right? Same with AI. If you don't prompt it with a good prompt, then it's not going to create the right thing. So what my program's doing right now is it's reading the promotions page and it's finding all the businesses that were listed in that promotions page. And then it's building out a new promotion page for all those businesses. You're going to see in a second. Okay. Let's look at the thought process here. So it read the business listing page. It read the promotions page, and now it's reading the directory. So it's going through all the steps that a programmer would, and it's analyzing all the stuff that it needs to analyze. So we'll come back to that. We'll let it work. Okay? So let me open up a new page here. Let's go to the community for a minute. So, some people use Facebook groups, right? And they gather all their people together in a Facebook group. Well, that's good for something like generic, like Las Vegas restaurant finds or whatever, right? Or maybe like Vegas events or something like that, because everyone's on Facebook and you can kind of promote your stuff. But if you have a client base and you want to bring that client base together into your world, maybe you want to offer courses, training sessions, maybe you just want to create a sense of community and stickiness around your company, then you need to create your own community. Well, High Level has an environment already pre-built. All you got to do is put your logo and name on it, and you can build your own community. So what you see on the screen here is my Rise IQ community. And then I have different channels. And since this is a business community, I make it easy for people to introduce themselves to each other and network, right? So I have an introductions channel where you can go introduce yourself. Say, hey, I do this kind of business. I work with these kind of people, right? So you can introduce yourself and network. Eventually, I'll hold my own networking groups inside of my community, because right now I'm still building it. Not a whole lot of people yet, right? I give out business resources, websites that I find useful. I give people links to them. Any information about, High Level or using Rise IQ, I post those tips in there. I have an affiliate corner. So people that want to become affiliates of Rise IQ, they can come chat and I can give them information, stuff like that. So you can also offer paid courses. So if you want to have a paid course or a free course, you can do that. So every business should have some type of community forum where your customers can get together, they can learn from you, they can buy stuff from you, they can meet other people in the community. It's a great thing. So let's go check on our website, see how it's working. Okay, it's still working. It's busy over here, right? And then another cool thing down the bottom is it gives you suggestions, because it knows what it's doing on your website. So let me read you some of the suggestions it gives me. So here's a pretty cool one. Add audio ping effect toggles for radar sweep interactions. I like that. See, I would have never thought of that. It's making suggestions for me. Here's another suggestion. Allow users to filter directory businesses directly from the radar map. That's a good tip too. Add directions button for each business in the distance card. How about that? That's a great option too. I like all three of those. So the AI is going to recommend new features to add to your website or your app because it's learning more and more about your app. And all these apps are their own little separate projects. So up here you can see, well, you can't see it here because I'm in this project, but there's a whole list of projects, and each project's got its own history, its own version control, so you can go back in time. If you're like, hey, I don't really like that feature, you can go back in time and, pull it back from the time capsule. So it's really cool. So it is almost 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, I go live in my other community group. So let me show you that. So if I go back here to communities, I have multiple communities. So here is my high-level coaching and training. That's the community I'm in right now. Because at 3 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, I go live inside my community and I teach people. I have 2 free classes and 2 paid classes. If you pay, you get to come to all of them, obviously. But if you come to the free ones, you can only come to 2. So what's the advantage of paying since you're getting 2 free ones? Well, there's going to be less people in the paid one. So you're going to get more personalized attention. And I'm not streaming the paid one because we're going to work on specific items that are specific for you. In my free ones, I don't do any screen sharing from you. So you can't show me what you have. I'm just going to talk about high level in general. Okay. But during the paid ones, we're going to look at your business, your website. I'm going to give you specific advice on what you need. And you may be the only person there, depending on who's signed up at the moment. So that's the class that we're in right now. And there's nobody in the class today, and that's why I'm live streaming and I'm just talking about AI. So the next class I'll be teaching is the AI Content Creators Club. So here's the club right here. And I came up with this idea because back when I was starting my photography journey, I went to camera clubs. And they still exist. You can still go to a camera club today, but I don't need to because, I'm already a pro. I'll go speak at a camera club if they want me to speak at one. But yeah, I used to go to the camera club and listen to the speakers and learn from other people. And then sometimes they do photo contests. So you put your photo up on the wall for people to judge, right? So since none of us grew up with AI, I said, well, there needs to be an AI Content Creators Club, right? Because we're all AI content creators. And if you're a business owner, you need to be creating content for your business. You need to create photos and videos and graphics and posts and articles and all kinds of stuff, websites, right? So I said, well, there needs to be a camera club for AI. And that's why I created the AI Content Creators Club. It's only $1 to join. for 30 days. And then you can join one of the 3 weekend sessions. So that's all it is. It's 3 weekend sessions where I go live inside the club. And if anyone's there, we talk about AI stuff. I show what I'm doing. They show what they're doing. They ask questions. I answer questions. So wherever you're at in your AI journey, if you're brand new, AI Content Creators Club is for you. If you're, like intermediate or advanced, it's still the place for you because you can come in and show what you're doing. Right? And even if you want to sell stuff, I'll give you an opportunity to sell your AI stuff if you want. So it's a great place to just come and hang out and talk about AI, in a productive way. So that's what I'm going to be starting right now in about 5 minutes, because I do it every weekend. The first event is on Saturday, and let me go here. So it's Saturday at 4 p.m., which is almost 4 p.m. And then it's Sunday at 7 a.m. And then Sunday at 2 p.m. So those are the 3 different opportunities for you to come together with other people and learn about AI. So go to AIContentCreatorsClub.com and sign up. It's only $1. Come on.
This is a reminder. Get on Rise AI Content Creators Club.
See? Even she's telling you to do it. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to post the link.
Get on Rise AI Content Creators Club.
Right there. And then I'm going to post the link right there.
This is a reminder. Get on a iPaid workshop.
So come join me. Okay? I'm going to stop my live stream right now and I'm going to go into the community.
This is a reminder. Get on a iPaid workshop.
All right, thanks for watching. All right, high-level community, thanks for watching.